Hi, and welcome back to Wisconsin Family. It is the moment I have been waiting for. We are at Vintage Motor Cars, and I'm talking to the folks that make it happen here. We are surrounded by such beautiful pieces of automotive machinery. I kind of have the shivers just standing here. We're in Sun Prairie, Vintage Motor Cars on Reiner Road. I have with me, and I'm very proud and thrilled to be here with you guys, I have Jason, Dave, and Steph. Thanks for having us out here today. It's our first time here. We've been having such fun. I'm going to ask a bunch of questions to you guys. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, all right. No, this place is beautiful. Everybody that's here is such a great team. So first of all, I'm going to ask you, Jason, so how did this place get started? What's the inspiration here at Vintage?
Inspiration was Brian and his father-in-law started having a kind of a collection, and it got so big that we decided at a certain point that we'd turn it into a business. And it kind of really took off from there then.
Certainly has. I mean, this is not just a little collection anymore, is it?
No, it's not.
And it's a beautiful, large collection, so thanks for letting me be in it. Stephanie, what type of inventory does Vintage Motor Cars specialize in? I see a lot of different stuff behind me. Feel free to point anything out, but kind of give me an idea of what it is and how.
Okay. Well, we typically like to specialize more in like your classics, antiques, you know, stuff like that. As you can see, like the '69 Chevelle is a classic American, you know, Mustang's older. We do also specialize in more modern muscle or specialty vehicles, you know, stuff that you don't just find everywhere. We have our dealership in Baraboo Oliver Motors that is more for the late model, you know, lower mileage, everyday vehicles.
Okay.
But anything that basically just, you know, is going to be a collector or, you know, something that you just, it's not your daily driver typical.
Yeah. Now, when I first met you, you have a pretty cool, more recent muscle car. Is that right or no?
Nope.
What do you drive? You drive something pretty cool, if I remember right.
Actually, I just borrow my dad's cars, but everybody else here has really cool cars. I know Jason's got a Roush, Dave's got a Shelby. Brian's like toy that he had was the 2016 Street Fighter Mustang. So we've kind of, you know, personally own a little bit more modern, but like the 1970 Challenger that's over there. That was a friend of the dealerships, and you know, he works here also, so everybody's got like a cool collection. I grew up with Mustangs, so my dad has a 65, a 67 fastback, and then a 2007 and 13 Shelby, so I just play with those.
I'll just play, you know, just on the side. Like, oh, I think I'll take the Shelby to work today. Okay, no problem. You're kind of lucky. I'm kind of jealous. That is really awesome. Thanks for all that information. I want to learn a little bit more for our viewers too. Like, what are the hours here? How do people shop? How does it work? Dave, take it away. This is your moment.
The hours here are 9 to 5.
Okay.
A lot of our customers are by appointment only.
Okay. How do folks find this place? I mean, physically, it's a little bit off the beaten path. You're kind of a little bit out in the country here, Sun Prairie, Reiner Road. It's a beautiful long drive to get here. Do people find you a different way too, like online? Is there that kind of thing going on?
They find us online.
Okay. And people are able to view the cars online, and then they can come out and view them in person?
Yes, they can find them on Vintage Motors.
It's a lovely mix of using modern technology to find a beautiful old car. I love it. Very good. So I want to know, Jason, what makes this job so special for you and different from other jobs in the past? I mean, this seems like such a unique place. You've got a very unique team of folks here. But your job in particular, what's so special here at Vintage?
Oh, the driving of the really nice cars.
It's a little special.
Yes, definitely is. The type of the job is great. It's totally different from any other job. I was a bread man in the past. I love that job, but this year I can have my own hours, can drive what I want, and I've got to own now a really nice car that I've dreamed about having in the past, and just everything's different. It's just a great job.
Well, that's a wonderful thing to speak to the ownership of this place, that all of you are sitting here happy people, happy with your jobs. All of you have said here and there how you get to drive these great cars, which I have to say, like, is such an amazing perk of being here, not just being amongst them, but actually taking them home and enjoying that as well. And if you, I mean, it's a passion that people have. People love cars. People love vintage cars. So if you have that passion, you're in here doing that for people and helping them get into their, like you said, dream car. You know, how rewarding. That's lovely. I love it. I'm kind of jealous again. So Dave, this type of inventory, as in all the cars here, it's not something that you can just find anywhere. How do you guys go out and find the stuff that then you sell people in the showroom?
We look at like classic car ads, and we do a lot of shopping offline on basically on classiccars.com and stuff like that. And we also get cars, we have connections down west where, like in Arizona and stuff, where we get cars that are not rusty and all that
right,
other
because
stuff, right?
you want to find the stuff that hasn't been affected by Wisconsin and bring up
Exactly.
here, and then find someone who wants to buy it, and then hopefully take care of it in their garage in the winter, right?
Right, and they're all hand-picked by us. So, like Jason and I will go out and look at cars and make sure that they're what they're supposed to be, and that's just kind of the perks of the job, where we actually have fun going to look at these cars.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
You get to enjoy doing what you're doing by going to look at these classic cars, and it makes you feel good, and it makes your customers feel good because they know that the cars have been hand-picked by us as a group, and we all know basically what we're looking for. So we want to make sure that that customer gets a quality car.
Absolutely. Hand-picked cars for this kind of certain buyer that's interested in this particular kind of market. That's got to be so important to those people, because an old car is going to come with potentially, possibly a lot of issues, not necessarily, but because it's been around longer, right? It might have some stuff. And so if you
Right.
all are going in there, putting your eyes on, actually being there physically to check out the car, taking it on test drives, maybe if you're going to auction, that's really important for the people out there to know that you are spending your passion and your time hand-picking these cars for people. Because if someone's going to invest in something like this, they want to know that it's the best one out there. So I know that they can trust you. I mean, clearly the energy in this place, there's so much care going on in what's happening to these cars, with these cars, and with a potential buyer. And now there's auctions all the time, right? You were telling me you're going to head out to one here soon, I thought you said.
Well,
maybe?
actually, right now they're out at Baraboo in Las Vegas.
That doesn't sound like a terrible thing.
We just got back from Mecum, Chicago 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I've heard of that one. That's a big one.
We
yeah.
go Mecum, Indianapolis, Mecum, Dallas. So Mecum and Barrett are our biggest ones. Scottsdale is huge. There's like 4 different auctions that go on at the same time. You have Silver, Rousseau and Steel, Barrett Jackson. And then Fort Lauderdale has got the Barrett Jackson.
Not a bad place to go either.
Yeah, there's a lot of different, traveling and stuff that we go to for this and, the classic car business.
How fun to go out and see all these beautiful cars. And I'm sure the amount of cars at these auctions is so much larger than this. And just to say, I like that one and that one and that one. Let's bring them on home to Wisconsin. How much fun. We only just have a few seconds left. If you want to speak real quickly, you guys put on some events. Is there anything coming up you want to shout out too quick to our viewers?
We don't have anything coming up right now. Like I said, our biggest thing is that we're out at Barrett Jackson. We did take 4 cars out there, and I guess that they did well. So
good. Congrats. I know they had a car show here in Sun Prairie in the summer, which is where we first met. So great stuff happening here at Vintage Motors. Thank you so much for letting us come out today and be amongst this beauty. That's it for Wisconsin Family. Thanks again. We're at Vintage Motor Cars in Sun Prairie. Don't forget to catch us next time, only Wisconsin's 57 television.